You're watching my favorite YouTube channel. I'm Chillmonger. I'm being joined today by Anzo. Say what's up, Anzo.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Anzo from the YouTube channel Big Afford. Let me show your display name. From Big Afford Entertainment. Everyone go subscribe and like his content. Today, it's about this because I have somewhat of an optimistic take on the Disney Plus shows. Let me zoom in just so you can see it properly. Hawkeye's coming next, right? We got a
Hmm.
little bit of trailer action. We got a little bit of content, basically. I'm pleased with that. I think that going November 24th, we know that they're going to be copying the comic book that was recently done by was it Matt Fraction who wrote that series? I don't know. I
Yeah.
think that's a successful showing for Hawkeye. Okay.
Hmm. I thought it was better than the trailer that we got. I'm a little bit more interested in it, but I wasn't really interested in seeing the series. But it's Marvel, so I'll definitely watch it.
hmm Next one is Moon Knight, which doesn't have a release date, so I can assume we're getting an actual trailer. So again, it was underwhelming. While it was underwhelming, I gotta say that I was pleased they did a satisfactory job here with Moon Knight.
Um, I agree. Like I said, we didn't really get much of it, but what we did get is a little glimpse of what it's gonna look like, and that was one of the best parts. I was happy with that. Like I said, when I was watching this, I was like, "Come on, let's give us something," and they gave us a little bit. So I was happy with what they gave us, but it did look a little underwhelming, though.
We know it's 6 episodes. We know it's coming in 2022. The next thing coming in 2022, She-Hulk. Okay, same kind of thing with more footage. However, since this is 10 episodes, they barely scratched the surface over here. How did you feel about the appearance of She-Hulk?
I actually thought she looked pretty good. I'm pretty sure they need to work on the CGI because it kind of looked like cartoony.
Mhm.
But I was like, the look of her, I was like, okay, this is the kind of She-Hulk that I was hoping they would give us. So I thought it looked decent.
I'm going to take the non-release date as a sign that they're going to take as long as they need before they promise us anything.
Hmm.
We
I
got
agree.
Secret Invasion, which shouldn't take too much, CGI and stuff. I'm sure the only thing you got to worry about is like when you transition from a Skrull to a human, you'll get,
Hmm.
but the superpower is just hire another actor to pretend to be who that person is. Maybe
Right.
you do a voiceover where someone says something using the voice of Nick Fury, but it looks like Sharon Carter or something. That's
Hmm.
really about it, and it's cheap. It's for TV, and it'll be something that will satisfy our superhero itch inexpensively.
I agree with you 100%. And that's one of the things that I do like about what they're doing here is
Mhm.
that we're getting a lot of, in between stuff, series stuff, so they can give us that while movies are coming out. So I like what they're doing with that.
So the Wikipedia people, whoever's in charge, put Secret Invasion ahead of Ms. Marvel, which is supposed to be at mid 22. However, Ms. Marvel is in post production. Secret Invasion is filming now. Uh, Usually when something's filming, doesn't it take a year? Isn't that like the rule of thumb?
About a year, yeah.
Yeah, so I can expect this late 22, not not before mid 22, but for some reason they got it that way. That's not a Marvel thing, that's a whoever does Wikipedia thing. The next
Mm,
thing we got is Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel. A little bit more footage, but again, they're withholding, they're waiting for us to see that trailer. But we got to see her, and we're gonna get 6 episodes in a really crappy costume, which you made a comment on just like 20 minutes ago when we were talking.
yes,
I
I did.
I don't think that's the real one. I think that's like I'm be a superhero. I'm going to the Avengers Con because that's what it said. It said Avengers Convention. In the background,
Uh,
she's just like looking up to her hero Carol Danvers. I don't know how she gets her powers. There are rumors, which I don't address rumors whenever people tweet me them. Stop tweeting me, guys. But you guys always tweet me. Ms. Marvel, she's gonna be a genie. Ms. Marvel's hands, they're not gonna fists are not gonna embiggen. They're gonna be like mechanical. It's gonna be like a Green Lantern. You guys are always telling me this. Okay, here's me addressing it. Until I see it, I won't believe it. And so
mhm.
far, I haven't seen it. So far, they've delayed it and pushed it back to mid 22. So maybe you guys were actually right, and they're using this time to correct it to make it more comic book accurate. Maybe, but that's my comment on that. Like Ms. Marvel, the show itself looks like it's going to be kid based. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
There's something for everybody. So Like for example, WandaVision was not for me. I haven't watched I Love Lucy until literally today. I was on Twitch with Black Guru, and I watched him watch I Love Lucy for the first time. I watched it with him.
Hmm.
Um, sorry, Ms. Marvel. I was saying it's Kitty. Do you have any more to say about it though?
Well, I was gonna say, well, did you get a new appreciation for it, maybe to make you go back and watch WandaVision now, or are you just like, okay, now I know why I didn't watch WandaVision?
No, one day I'll go back to watch WandaVision and I'll realize, oh yeah, I Love Lucy. That's what they're kind of going for.
Gotcha.
I saw the bed with a single bed in the background because
Hmm.
couples can't sleep together.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw
yeah,
that in the show.
yeah. They did that. Again, me personally, I'm not too excited for the Miss Marvel stuff. But yeah, as I'm checking it now, you're right. I don't think that's the gonna be her costume because the helmet looked like it was made from cardboard. So that's not gonna be the costume that she's gonna finish up the series with. But that is the one I'm probably least excited for.
Should we be worried with this? We got two directors. These are the team that did the Will Smith Martin Lawrence movie, Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
These
Hmm.
guys did that. Then we got Charmin Obaid Chinoy. Oh, they just got really long names. I thought it was like 5 directors. And then we got Mira Minori. So there are 3 people directing that. But if you go to a show like this one, we got one Bert. No, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Never mind.
Hmm.
Disregard what I'm saying. They just have long names. Okay. Guardians
Right.
of the Galaxy.
No, I was gonna say, I think it's kind of what they do with Mandalorian, right? Because Mandalorian had a different director every episode, so I think Marvel might be trying to do something like that. Maybe not giving everybody a different episode, but giving certain directors 2 episodes, give you 3 episodes, and stuff like that.
With like a competent overseer like John
Right.
Favreau.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. Because they're not gonna let you ruin their continuity, right? Marvel.
But it does help having one guy, or in some cases, it's 2 directors putting their focus on this one episode
I agree.
to make it the best. They're
I
competing
agree.
against each other. It's a plus.
Yeah, I
The
agree.
next one, Guardians Holiday Special. I really don't care. You got anything to say about this holiday
I
special?
could care less about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, James Gunn is a talent that doesn't need to be wasted on this. Then
I
we got
agree.
Ironheart Riri Williams. All we got was a new logo. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna do a stream. You guys know 33 burning MCU questions. One of the questions I'll show you here is which logo is better.
Okay.
These are what they look like. The first one we got last year, the second one we get this year. That is the problem. My main issue is why are they telling us that we have Ironheart when it's a year later and it's not even filming yet? That's frustrating. But that's also why I'm really pleased that we didn't get too many things announced this year
Mm-hmm.
because we are not going to sit another year of looking at a logo and seeing it get changed. I really believe that by the time we get when we get to the next thing that they announced, which would have been Echo, I think
Mm-hmm.
we'll have footage of Echo. Today they announced it. Next year we'll get the film footage the same way we got for like She-Hulk. And that's the pace we get to. One Disney
Mm-hmm.
Day is the announcement, one Disney Day is footage.
Right. I agree with you 100%. I didn't even know really much about Echo when I seen it. I was like, what's Echo? I don't know much about it, but at least they're doing different things, and that's what I'm excited for, right? I'm getting to see things that I probably don't know about, and I'm like, okay, I'm interested. And yeah, like you said, they didn't need to give us every single trailer this time.
Nope, they really did not. And the next thing, what did I do? I got the Burning Questions banner behind me. The next thing that we see is Ironheart and Armor Wars. I like the 1-2 punch of seeing her here. Most likely going to see her here, and same with Don Cheadle. I'll see him here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll see him here too. So that is a first because all of the other MCU shows have really been disconnected.
Right, exactly. And the fact that they're doing this shows, she's going to become Ironheart in hers, and then she's probably going to come into the Iron Wars and help with it, Armor Wars and help with whatever they're fighting. So I like that.
I love the continuity aspect of it.
Yeah,
There's
me
an
too.
untitled Wakanda series here on Wikipedia. They did not mention that, did they?
At all. No, they did not.
This is new because when I used to come on Wikipedia on this exact page, we didn't get future and all these things. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, all of these things are in development and in production. We got the Halloween special. I truly don't care.
Neither do I.
We got
Couldn't care less.
We got Loki season 2 confirmed. That's
Yes.
nice. We could
Yes.
tell, by the way, that the first season of Loki ended. We would get a season 2. So
Facts.
I'm not gonna pretend like the world is on fire because Loki just set the world on fire. What if I never watched season 1? I won't be watching season 2.
Hater.
What did you like about season 1 of What If?
There was a lot of good episodes, man. The Doctor Strange episode was really good. Like a few episodes were bad. Like a lot of people hated the T'Challa episode. I liked it. The first one, which was with Peggy Carter, was meh. But what I did like about it is you still got the characters from the movie in different situations, and I liked that. You know, and a lot of people were like, "Well, they just swapped this character for that," and in some episodes they did, but in some episodes, like the Doctor Strange one, you really got a different Doctor Strange in that, and I like that. I appreciated what they did.
I would think that every single episode would have been very different, unique characters. So they dropped the ball by doing What If without giving you uniqueness.
I understand what you're saying, right? But what I think they did was they went off of the movies instead of like just making random stories like they did in the comics, right? So instead of just making these random stories, they said, okay, we have Iron Man, we'll do something with that, and they'll give us different versions of what we've seen in the movies. Like I said, hater.
Okay, Anza. Then we got I barely mentioned Loki. I was pumped for this. It is in development, not filming, which means it's still a whole 2 years away from happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting that in year 23. Then we got the Echo show, which we brought up. You know how Hawkeye appears to be deaf? I think that Echo being a deaf hero is going to be like linked to the Hawkeye show in that way.
Okay.
This is one I can see follow up, but I got to watch Hawkeye first.
Right. And is it just me, or when did Hawkeye become deaf? Does he become deaf in this series, or did I miss something in one of the movies?
We missed something in one of the movies. They'll explain it here.
Gotcha. Okay.
It is comic book accurate though, isn't it?
I hear.
I never read it, but I watched people do videos on it. And earlier, like in the 70s or in the 80s or something, he did have hearing issues.
Yeah.
And they brought it back during the Matt Fraction comic series, which I'm gonna cover. I've got 11 days until that series starts, so I should probably get started on that video. I have notes on it, but I haven't recorded anything.
Gotcha.
Echo and okay, Spider-Man freshman year. How many times we gotta have this young Tom? Does it mean this is canon? Is everything that he experiences in his freshman year, is it canon to the MCU? If they say that, that's great. I'm on board.
I think it is, right? But me and one of this person I streamed with before, he was kind of making up a good point, right? Because if it is canon in the first Spider-Man movie, it's his first fight with Vulture, right? That's the first fight he has with a villain. So if it's canon, then which villains are he gonna fight? Is he gonna fight?
Is it said that that's his first fight?
From what he said, yes,
no,
and I don't remember.
It can't be, because in Civil War he gets in a superhero fight there.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Civil War. Civil War was his first fight with them, but his first real fight against a villain was Vulture, from what he was saying. I'd have to go back and watch those movies to verify that, but it kind of made a point. But if it's not true, then yeah, okay. But I'd have to verify that.
He can fight some thugs. He can fight some.
Right. That's what he was saying, is probably thugs and stuff.
We'll get work on Uncle Ben possibly, because a lot of fans need that scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we got that in 2 other movies. We get it in every medium that Spider-Man has ever existed in. I think it's okay we didn't get it in Marvel Studios, but okay.
I agree with you 100%. 100%. It's just like the Batman stuff. How many times do we need to see Batman's parents die? You know what I mean?
You can cover it in a flashback scene if you really got to get it.
Exactly.
And a montage flashback scene at that, just get the whole childhood of Batman. He's rich, he's Alfred taking care of him. All right, we get it.
Yeah, right. I agree, because most people know it anyways, right? Of course, there's always going to be the new generation that may not, and that's why you put the montage scene in there. But most of us know that stuff. We don't need to see it again.
Even if the new generation doesn't know that's how Batman starts, they will eventually watch the cartoon, and they will, unless cartoons are going
Hmm.
away,
Hmm. I
like
agree.
they'll get their chance to see exactly how Batman's thing, and they don't know what they're missing, so we're good.
Right. I agree.
Almost finishing up here is okay. This was confirmed. The Agatha House of Harkness. Jack
Yes, it
Schaefer.
was.
That would be the same lady here who's responsible for WandaVision.
Hmm.
Okay, look, as long as we don't have inconsequential flashback scenes, I think this show will be great because it's my favorite parts of WandaVision were episodes 4 to 9. It was actually a good show to me.
I completely agree with you. I just think they kind of dropped the ball with the consequences and stuff at the end.
Mm.
But WandaVision was fire. Like WandaVision had people speculating for months, for weeks. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Mephisto was this, had breaking down. Like people were, and that's one thing I think that I missed with the later series is that no one really had that okay, what's going on factor. You know what I mean? Like you could see all kinds of videos with people breaking down WandaVision, who's going to be in it. They were doing the commercials. So I think if they kind of put that element into Agatha, it could be good too.
The
I do agree.
commercials were really Doctor Strange clues we found out later on in an article.
Hmm.
Um, okay, Falcon Winter Soldier was the second show and Loki was the next. And there wasn't the post episode theory stuff. And I
Right.
feel like because of WandaVision dropping the ball and not fulfilling the theory stuff, everyone was like, okay, guys, we're not gonna jump at everything. Remember how
Hmm.
Mephisto was
Hmm.
everywhere? Like
Yes.
now Jack Schaefer has a chance to understand and she experienced the whole run through with WandaVision. Now she knows, oh yeah, that's what you guys fans like. Next
Hmm.
time we have an aerospace engineer teased in episode 5, we're gonna deliver it in episode
Right.
6.
Right.
This
Right. I
is
agree.
yeah, this is gonna be a great. Let me put my screen back. How many episodes did they say? They don't actually say. Okay, it'll be announced. I hope it's 9 episodes too.
Me too. Me too. 9 and 10 episodes is good for these series. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I think I like that. Um, even What If was 9 episodes. It should have been 10, but they didn't give us that episode. But I think that's a perfect amount for these episodes. Like you get your story told, you can get some good character development as well, and you can tie them into some of these movies.
The longest we get is She-Hulk with 10, and everyone else is 6. There's got to be like some sort of strategic. Oh yeah, and What If is 9, but some sort
Hmm.
of strategic reason for why they're going 6 episodes. I know that
I
a
agree.
Disney Plus subscription is a whole month, which would
Hmm.
mean 4 weeks would pass and you get the whole show. So they gotta go to, I guess, week 6.
Right.
Can you get 5 Wednesdays in a month? Yeah, you can.
Certain months you can. Yes.
Yes, if I subscribe right on the first day and it's a 5 episode thing, I will 28 days later, I will yeah. So they do gotta
Yeah.
get 6. That's why.
Yeah.
We figured it out. 6 is it'll get that second pay.
Hmm. Facts.
Next and finally is an animated series of Marvel Zombies. It will continue What If? Your take on that?
Yes. Yes. Give me the zombies. I know a lot of people that I stream with had a couple of issues with the zombie episode, but because I'm a big Walking Dead fan, I love the zombie episode and I want to see more of that, you know? So if they can be able to elaborate on what they already showed us, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Okay. And that's by a guy named Zeb Wells, who's a comic book writer who's well respected. Cool. Now, Star Wars. Let's just jump to Star Wars.
Hmm.
Star Wars is gonna give us Kenobi, which was a sizzle reel kind of thing that I reacted to a day earlier, and that's video's still not taken up. I'll take
Hmm.
it down. I'm not asking anyone to report it or anything, but
It
that
leaked early.
it just leaked early.
Hmm.
So that look, Kenobi, a lot of footage of what's it called, concept art.
Yeah.
Okay, they're waiting on that trailer. I guess they gotta wait 2 months before the actual thing happens. It's releasing most likely on May the 4th, right?
Hmm.
So then
I
we
was like,
got
I thought we were getting a trailer. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I thought we were getting a trailer. I seen a little poster on Facebook. It said Obi-Wan trailer. That's what I wanted to see. I was so disappointed when that shit didn't happen. I was like, come on, man. Like, you got to give us something, you know? And that little thing they put out there, it just didn't do it for me.
The lesson of today is Disney Plus Day is not fandom, and they don't want it to be, and they're not trying to
Right.
make it that. Last year was an exception. This year they're not selling us on anything. I can imagine. You remember how it's an untitled Wakanda series?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was gonna come out too, but because of what Letitia Wright is going through,
Mm-hmm.
they can't promise something, and they're
Right.
holding back. They're thinking what I was mentioning earlier of how you can't just announce something like Ironheart and Armor Wars last year, and this year that shit's not even filming yet. You can't do that. So maybe they
Right.
are bringing it back. It's a 2-year plan now. All right, like I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that is the message of this video. That's the message Disney just sent me, and that makes this year unsatisfying. But next
I
year
agree.
we will actually get new things announced
Mhm. I
that we
agree
haven't
with you.
heard of, that we haven't been sitting on for weeks and weeks of
Right.
knowing. We heard about Agatha like last month, didn't we?
Actually, I didn't know about Agatha until I seen this.
Okay, well that's good
Yeah.
news for you. Aren't you happy?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
I was surprised with it, right? That we seen. I was like, okay, and I'm with you because we did get like I think last year we knew that they were doing an armor war, and then we knew that they were doing the She-Hulk and all these rough and right. We didn't get no clips or nothing. So you're absolutely right. I think they need to tone it back a bit, give us something this year, and then next year give us a trailer. I agree with you.
Absolutely. I was ready to ask questions like, what's Kevin Feige's hat color gonna be this year? I was ready to like speculate on and have fun like that, but that's not the case. I'll still be doing 33 burning questions, and that'll be on Saturday, about 6 hours from right now.
Mhm.
Join the live stream, everybody. Anzo, if you can make it, you can make it. But I got
Absolutely.
questions like, when will Marvel finally come to Canada? Because Eternals, they went right to Alaska. I thought they were here, but then
Right.
I got 33 of them, so check that out. I'm Chillmonger from Chillmonger. That's Anzo, his YouTube channel, Biggerford Entertainment. We will catch you guys at one of our videos.